Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your sleep. The Bible says, he who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night.
I mean, I really liked you, okay? I defended you when people called you conceited. I helped you when you asked me to.
No, because I want to fix it.
You can't fix it.
You're not letting me.
Because you're too late, Zoe. The one time that I needed you, the one time. Where were you at? Right. But if you need something, you expect me to drop everything and be there, no questions asked. Because that's how this relationship works. You need some advice about something, I give it to you. You need some support during a crisis, you got it. You need somebody to kiss to get over your ex, I'm your man, right? Right? You said it yourself. I'm always there for you.
I know. And I'm sorry.
Don't be. Please don't be. I'm actually, honestly not even mad at you. I'm mad at myself. To think that you would actually come through for me.
But I guarantee you, when I go home to the house that I own, when I'm driving the car I wanted to drive, when I'm
that's why she's on the cover of the magazine.
I want that. That's what I want to date. She's alone. Because have you seen the options on a dating app? It's literally the bleakest thing you've ever seen.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor? Just hit the notifications button right now and share the video. All right, guys, you see the previews. Let's get to it.
Let's get it.
The men are probably going to tear me up for this message, but I don't care because I'm coming from my 6th closing of an independent woman investing in real estate by herself. And I'm inspired and I want to inspire others. Look, we live in a world where a man tells us that they're the prize now, that they're high value, and that nobody wants a strong-willed, strong-minded, successful, independent woman. It's a hard world. It's a hard not life for us. But I guarantee you, when I go home to the house that I own, when I'm driving the car I wanted to drive, when I'm living the life that I want to live, when I get on my knees and I pray to the God that loves me so much and is so faithful, none of that noise matters.
Okay, what's happening here is she's going through the cycle that most independent women go through. See, in the 20s, the women are always aiming for the top guy because they do not have the money. So that's where you're going to see more girls acting like they're bougie, harder to get with because they have the value. They're young and they're good looking. They're going to have a lot of guys that want them. So they're going to hold out for the best man. But they're never going to get the best man. They're going to become more independent. As they get in their 30s and they master where they make the money at, then they won't need a man at all. See, in the 20s, they're holding out for the best guy. But if they don't get him, then they learn to become successful in their 30s. And in their 30s, they say, I don't need a man. But one thing that you're not going to see, you're not going to see many 40 and 50-year-old women bragging about not needing a man, bragging about what they drive and what they live in. I'm sorry to tell you this, but people buy materialistic things to feel good when the money they're making is not something that they want to do. I'm letting you know that right now. If you're waking up every day and you're living out your dreams, you don't feel like you need to go out and buy a bunch of cars and a bunch of houses to feel good. People that go to a job every day that they do not like and that they stress, they run out and buy these materialistic things to feel better going to work. That's what you have to understand. If you look at most people that work your 9 to 5, after being on that job for so long and you're pretty much settled, your lifestyle's around that job, most of it's going to be going towards a car so you could feel good going to a job working check to check. And that's what women are doing. Women do not realize that when you get up over 30, a good looking woman who doesn't need a man, nice body, nice hair, good credit, big house, the whole shebang, she's not even that attractive as a 25-year-old girl who's humble and has nothing. That's what women are not understanding. You go out and become the man that you want to marry, but the man you want to marry looks at you as a man.
So if she's out here and she's saying, I only want to date people who know my worth. I'm only going to date people who are committed to their personal growth. I only want to date people who have healed their past selves so that they can be great partners in the present. I only want to date people who don't play games, who communicate clearly. I only want that. That's what I want to date. She's alone. Because have you seen the options on a dating app? It's literally the bleakest thing you've ever seen.
She's absolutely right. See, women are always speaking from delusion because the type of guy that's trying to get with them is never the guy that's in her league. Women are only confident when it comes to guys whenever she absolutely knows that she do not like you. So women are always talking about relationship problems and relationship issues with guys that they're not interested in. Then when they get around the guy that they're interested in, they try to adjust themselves to be the guy that they think that that guy is going to like. That's what you guys have to understand, is that women spend a lot of time trying to understand and master the guy that they like. That when it comes to the men that they don't like, they just tell them, hey, you're not what I like. And then those guys are like, hey, your standards are too high. No, in a lot of cases, guys, learn your league. Learn what league you're in. If you're an ugly guy, date ugly women. That's simple. If you know that this girl is a supermodel and you ain't got your life together, you ain't near that, when you try to approach her and she dish you, you're going to take it personal and you're going to get mad at women, but you're not realizing is that she probably knows that she can do better. You have to know where you could do better and where you could do less at. I tell you guys all the time, I don't try to date beautiful women because I know my league. When it comes to online, these women online, 95% of the guys that are trying to get with them are just weirdos. The women know it. You guys have to learn it. So when you're out with these women, you can give her a reality check and tell her like, listen, I'm a normal guy. You acting bougie with me. Go back online and see how longer it's going to take for you to find the man that you want. And by the time they find the man that they want, trust me, he will be married and she will have to be a side chick. When you find out your mom belongs to the streets, man, let's go back to this. Look at this. What if you're sitting at the table and your mother's doing this? Look at this son. Look at his face. See, a lot of you guys growing up with single moms, you felt this way at night when you seen the different guys coming in and out of the house. That's just what it is. Most men that are young and growing up in single mother homes, you're going to see your mom, you're going to see different guys coming in and out of your house your entire life, and you're going to start to feel like this guy right here. And then as you get older, you're going to be resentful of your mom when you start learning woman's nature. A lot of you guys, after you learn woman's nature, you start to think about your mom and you start to say to yourself, my mom was for the streets and I didn't even know it till now. Once you find out that your mother is just like all the other women that we're talking about online, you're probably going to find yourself resenting her. But then she'll say, I'm your mom. You're supposed to give me a pass. You need to learn women's nature. It's women's nature.
That's why ugly people are complaining so much. Like they won't take the time to develop a personality, write some jokes, do what the rest of us have to do. Like, I don't get mad at Brad Pitt. You know, how come he because he's fucking beautiful. I'm a fucking bald, red-headed male. I know where I am in the pecking order. And some of these fucking people who are complaining right now, who are mad that beautiful people get treated differently. I understand racially speaking, but you're not going to do the beautiful thing. And then there's another thing they try to say. Well, society tries to, you know, they're the ones that can do, like, you know, like I love when like there's a supermodel, like, this is like an impossible standard of beauty to try and live up to. Yeah. That's why she's on the cover of a magazine. She's that level beautiful. And you're going to try and sit there and tell me that that was learned.
He's right. He is absolutely right. Everyone thinks that they're equal on the same playing field, and everybody is not equal on the same playing field. Most of the guys that are complaining in this space, you're mad that a woman does not want you. That's out of your league. And the reason why you want her is because she looks like somebody on P-Hub that you've been pleasing yourself to every night. That's where a lot of you guys are getting hurt. You're getting hurt because you have hypnotized yourself into liking the wrong woman, and then you go out and you get with the wrong woman, and the wrong woman does you dirty because she feels like she's out of your league, but she dealt with you because she was lonely for that day. She was lonely for the time period. So yes, she used you, but you have to understand, a lot of these guys, you want to be used just to feel like you're in a relationship. The person who does not like being alone, who cannot stand being alone, would typically be the person that's in the worst relationships, because you overlook people red flags in order for you to see the good in them to want to be around them. That's the problem with nice people. Nice people try so hard to adjust to everyone to make everybody in the world happy, but you find yourself alone because nobody wants to be lied to because you need friends. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.